Hello and welcome to the Plays the Thing. My name's Matt, and here I am back doing live streams. I did a live stream yesterday, but now I'm continuing my playthrough of Arydia. This is, if you can believe it, and I can't myself, part 18 of my playthrough of Arydia. For me, it's been, wow, nearly 3 weeks since I played it. But I managed to edit and put out some videos, which I was very pleased with myself. So I hope if you're watching this now that you enjoyed those. I have basically think I'd sorted out the skeleton problem. So we had skeletons which were stopping us from getting across Rivertown, across this bridge. We'd gone to Lavermore Chantry and fought some of them and come across a chap who used the amulet that we had to destroy them all, I think. And looking back on it, when I did a little rewatch, I was like, oh, I'm not sure what that did, but I think we got rid of the skeletons completely. But also before that, a couple of episodes before that, I had been up to Fort Exmoor and fought off quite a hard battle with a couple of kind of Puccle characters, but there were more people that were kind of taking stuff out of there, I think, and were boarding boats. And I didn't do that because I was in pretty bad shape. So I scuttled back to the berth, as I have quite often. And so I didn't really finish that off. So I think I might also head up there, but I'm thinking that I might go to Rivertown South and just look at the bridge, because I have a feeling that that might have changed. Oop, just noticed something I haven't done. Honestly, it doesn't feel like that long since I played it, because I was editing the videos. I was in Brazil and got back last Monday, and I very luckily managed to edit videos and get them done. So I was kind of looking at all the footage anyway. But if you're in the chat, please say hi. And yeah, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to Rivertown South, have a look there, just look at the point of interest, I think. And then I will go up to Fort Exmoor, depending on what happens there. See what happens. So let's just zoom in a little bit, because we're going to go on our travels. We are adventuring with Roe and Trudor still. Thank you, Gabrielle. Yes, it was very nice. He knows because he was there. Hi, Yogi. Yes, please continue with your lurking. So we will move up towards Hampley Junction. And we draw a mite peckish. You're so hungry you need to take a break and eat some food. Each exile pays 1 SP. And then that's discarded. So let's go to Rivertown South. So it's another road. And cutting wind. The journey is difficult and your spirits sag. So again, we pay another SP. And we are in Rivertown South. So we'll look at point of interest 808. And it's barricaded bridge. As you approach the bridge, you see the way is blocked. So the skeletons have stopped coming. Great work in stopping them. However, we can't let anyone through yet. Not until Mayor Thillian returns. it could be dangerous to try and cross. So let's ask about Merthilian. Merthilian headed south to Daneburg on your side of the river, but gave us strict orders not to let anyone through. Okay. So they're saying this is a river. Okay. So I haven't found Daneburg yet, but Daneburg could be here. We do get 1 RP for that, and they both have 1, so I'll just give that to Ro. And yeah, I think we'll leave it at that, but I am going to go up to Fort Exmoor first. And then I'll have to come back down here. South to Daneburg, yes. I did know that already. So, point of interest 808 goes back. So that's good. We have got rid of the skeletons. So we'll have to travel back along the road. And it's oddly familiar. You pass this way easily. Oh, let's go to Lavmore Chantry. The journey is difficult and your spirits sag. We have low spirits. We have to pay SP. And then we'll go along the road to Fort Exmoor. And this is Dark Wings. High above the grasslands, you see the silhouette of some large winged creature making slow circles. Discard this card, then draw again. And Dripping Rain. The journey is difficult and your spirits sag. You pay 1 RSP. So, oh, I haven't put those on either. So, Ro has Pathfinding, which is pay 1 cube to refresh all the travel tokens. So we don't need to refresh SP straight away, even though we can. Because we have knapsacks that refresh SP. But we're in Fort Exmoor, so we're going to go to Big 40. Now I know, oh, we've been here. So I know this will be the right way up. Yeah, because we've already been here. And we come in here, so we know that this event has happened. I presume we went to that point of interest. So I think we will just go along here. Go to long 36. This goes on top there. So we could go in here and we can go down small 58 or small 40 or medium 41. I can't remember which we did before. Let's go to small 48 and 58 as we are there anyway. No, we didn't come this way. The staircase deposits you deep below the earth. You believe you can hear the soft lapping of water coming from somewhere. So we come in here. So let's go and look at this. Point of interest 86. So this is damp chamber. Far below the ruins above, you find yourself in a damp circular room. The walls glisten in the dark. Just before you is a large shelf. There are some old crates and packs lying on the floor. Let's look at the shelf. The shelf appears in good repair despite the age and the dampness of the room. It's fastened to the east wall by metal brackets. It looks well built and slightly out of place in the damp basement. Damp chamber. I'm just going to look at my key phrases here because out of place in the damp basement. Yes, I do have that. So slightly out of place in the damp basement. I don't know why that sort of made me think. Someone said to me that I'd missed key phrases, and said someone in comments, and would I like to know where I'd missed? And I was kind of like, no. I kind of would, but I kind of want it to happen on my own. But I think it's made me more aware. So we have this card which has out of place in the damp basement. So keep this card in the party inventory until you discovered there's a hidden cavern below Fort Exmoor. Find a card exact out of place, then draw long 35. So this is long 35, and it says, cunningly hidden behind the shelves, you discover a claw-carved passage. Ooh. Okay, so this... it goes here. So what I'll do is move those over. I'll just move this up out of the way for now. And this goes on here. And we have an event. Point of interest. And a medium 42. So let's go and do this event. So this is event 101. And this event is footsteps. As you make your way down the passage, you hear the undeniable sound of footsteps coming from down the stairs behind you. You could hide here or run further down the passage. We do not have good charisma. And we need 9. Ro only has 1. So I think I'm going to run. Yeah, so we're going to run down the passage. So that card is out of the game. So let's run down here, and we'll go to point of interest 87. In the passage. As you approach the end of the passage, you hear kobolds coming down the stairs behind you. They'll be here soon. You could ambush them as they get closer, or you could hide among these crates and barrels. Let's ambush them. You jump out at the kobolds, surprising them. They drop their cargo and draw their weapons. At the same time, you hear the yell of kobolds in the cavern beyond. So we do get one RP. Then long 35 goes to B and read it, then discard, then return this card. Long 35 goes to B. So we'll put this back in the inactive. And here we go. You have caught the kobolds by surprise and have them separated. Place foe 125, blue 3, and foe 126, brown 2 on this map. Okay, so foe 123 and 126. Oh, we need to look at the cards. Foe 125, sorry. Foe 125, which is a kobold guard, and it will be the blue one. Not the yellow, not the pink one. And foe, but we need to keep them both out actually. And foe 126. Which is a kobold burrite. So I'll just put those all there. So 123 blue, 126 brown, and ignore special rules on it. On medium 42, only place foe 125 pink. And green. Okay, let me have a sip of tea. So I do need the figures for these, and they are figure 45, figure 45 and 125. .45 and figure 125. I always miss these figures. Ah, there they are. So brown. And green. And pink. And blue. And then blue and brown are going in here. And a medium 42, ignore special rules, and the other two go on there. Brown and blue. And we are going here. And then medium 42. The tight passage opens up into a large cavern. Water swirls underneath a small dock as boats loaded with cargo creak softly. The kobolds here are armed and ready to defend their ill-gotten gains, but they don't get the special rules at the start of combat. 5 threat. So that's good. And this is going here. And these two are going on here, so there and there. Okay, so we're in combat. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they have some shields. Okay, then I'm going to go to... It's always the damn kobolds. Yeah. A lot of kobolds to fight. So I'll go to the full so you can see Drudar and Roe. So at least they don't have any threat yet. Not yet. And let's look at what they do. So actually, we'll just go to the top again. So the... Oh. Yeah, that's obviously a printing error. The kobold guards are brutes, not mobs. And the kobold burrites are the mob. So we don't have a boss here. The burrites, they have poison burr, which is a range 4, 1 hit, if not fully blocked, -2, then shrapnel. Shrapnel deal a blue dice damage to a different exile in range 2 from the poison burr's target. So we need to keep away from each other. And when we hit a weak spot, poison burr versus the attacker if in range. Yeah. If it is an exile's turn, also flee 2. And then the kobold guards have... So the burrites are just doing that, just the poison burr. But that's pretty... So the first thing, if we don't block it, it does 2 direct damage to us, no matter what. We can't. Oh, if the 1 damage isn't blocked, then we take 2 damage, and then do the shrapnel. Yeah, and then Kobold Guards, which we did fight before. We fought these ones. Not sure. Maybe not. Probably not. They have Impale, Rush, and Impale plus 2 weaken armor, and they also have rushes 4 damage to any exile next to them, orthogonally adjacent. Oh yeah, I do remember this actually. And Impale is 1 weak and 3 damage to the 2 spaces in front of them. And they also have Focus on Me. After an adjacent exile moves away or attacks a foe other than Kobold Guard, that exile loses 2 weak. Use a basic attack or skill that can deal damage to a foe whose name isn't Kobold Guard. Right, so we can attack either Kobold Guard. Add 2 wear tokens wherever you choose after the attack. If an attack targets a Kobold Guard and a non-Kobold Guard, Focus on Me still triggers. You can place them anywhere you want. Okay. Poison Burr. If the attack causes you to lose any life, you'll lose an additional 2 life. Yeah, so that is difficult because Poison Burr has +1 and +2, depending on the threat level. Does Poison Burr plus X increase shrapnel damage? Yes, it is part of the Poison Burr plus X attack. Oh. Deal 1. Okay, that doesn't read from the front of the card, but okay, this could be fun. So after an adjacent exile moves away or attacks a foe other than a Kobold Guard. So maybe we need to kind of focus on the Kobold Guards. Those shrapnel attacks are going to hurt though. Okay, let's get to it. All foes. Great, so we start with the Burrites. So green goes first. 0 threat, so they're going to move 4 to the one with the highest health, which is Drudar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And Drudar is in range, so let's just check where red is attacking at the top. Okay, that's good. So range 4 for 1 attack. So we'll roll that die. And it strikes at the top center. So we can absorb that damage. So we do not lose any health. Then shrapnel. Deal a blue die 1 damage to a different exile in 2 range from Poison Bird's target. Well, yes, that's going to happen as well. So that's row because we couldn't move away from each other. And that hits here. So Cuff has absorbed that. Although we could maybe take that damage. Yeah, I'm going to take that 1 damage. That was the first. So, Kobold 2 moves for 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you imagine if they had 5 threat now? And also attacking highest health. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can attack Drudar. So does the poison burr again. And that hits the middle this time. So Drudar's shield can take that. So doesn't do any damage. And then Shrapnel attacks Roe. And hits the same point again. So this time I will take a 1. And then the Kobold Guards. So number 3, which is the blue one, is moving 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So it's using Impale, which is the grey die. And that hits the top. And there is wood in the area, so we will take we will use 1 MP to use our Driftwood Crown, which has 4 shield. So the Driftwood Crown works if there's wood, and there's lots of wood around. Oh, sorry, I should be showing the... Yeah, so this is the Driftwood Crown. Spend 1 MP. But do we take the weak? The number of wear tokens placed cannot exceed the items. Yeah, I think wear still happens, doesn't it? Impale. In the rolled hit location if possible. Then deal damage normally. Oh, I see, okay. So it's not possible because the Driftwood Crown doesn't have wear. So Yabu sucks to that. So that was the blue. And then the pink Kobold Guard will... Oh, hold on. That was against Roe. Sorry. So this was the top one. So we can absorb... Yes, we have to put wear on that. And then it does 3 damage. And we can't protect from that. So he takes 1, 2, 3 damage. And then the last Kobold Guard moves in here and attacks Roe. and hits here. So it takes one wear and rotates 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Rough. So we have this problem with the kobold guards that they have focus on me. After an adjacent exile moves away or attacks a foe other than kobold guard, that exile loses 2 wear. And this is a problem because we're both next to kobold guards. So I think let's give Ro a go first. Oh, I had a counter attack. When your shield absorbs any attack, make a basic attack versus the foe that caused the attack if they are in range. So I'm going to do that. Oh, I've also not got the right. Excuse me. Excuse me while I cheat. It's not cheating, really. So I am going to attack this kobold guard. So a notch short sword attack. Which gets 11 and goes up to 17. So I do 2 damage from the right. I'm not missing out these because this is going to be hard enough. Do you know what I mean? So I'll come in from the top, actually, do that and clear that shield. So also protect when your shield absorbs any damage, get 1 combo. These are new things I haven't looked at yet. So now it's just his attacks. And I think I will just I'm just going to do a normal attack on this kobold guard. I get 15, which goes up to 21, so I'm above 20, so I can do 3 damage straight across. So I will do it at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll do the same. And I get the same result. So I could do that. I'm going to do it because it causes so much damage to this one. 1, 2, 3. So I've hit a weak point, so it gets 2 threat. And then I have a minor action. That should be there, actually. Oops. I'm going to move my shield to here. And I'm just going to spend it. I'm not going to move, but I'm going to get a combo. Okay. The thing is, Ro can fire arrows at that one as well, so we might be able to take it out next time. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so the Kobold Burrites are going to do their 1 threat. So this is a move of 5 and a Poison Burr +1. So they are going for the most health, which is Drudar. Green one, it's going for Drudar, and it's in range, so it doesn't need to move. So it's doing Poison Burr. And it hits the center. Which is Poison Burr is 2 attack. So I can block that with my shield. When your shield absorbs, make a basic attack versus if they are in range. They're not in range. When your shield absorbs any attack, get 1 combo. So that is absorbed, but shrapnel happens as well. Oh, I should have moved away, but then, yeah. So we deal 2 damage to a different exile in 2 from poison's target. So we hit the top right, which goes straight through, but I will use my nimble to absorb that damage. And then the second Kobold Burrite, the brown one, will attack Drudar as well. So it's rolling the red die for 2 and hits in the center So we can absorb that as well. And when we're attacked, we get one combo, but they are not in range again. And then shrapnel happens again. Whoops. And that hits down here for 2. So I can absorb that. This is tough. Tough. Getting these 2 at the start. Wow. Really bad news. Luckily, I have a small boon and a large boon. And the large boon is a free action usable by any exile. All exiles fully restore everything, and we get our armor back. These are hard. What level are these? 5? I mean, I think we've just been unlucky. Anyway, Kobold Guards. They're doing their 1 as well, so they will spend the other threat. And they're doing Rush. So the blue Kobold Guard will move 6. Yep, and it can, oh god, they both can do this. Can get in here and hit both of us with the Rush, which is 4 damage. And they are hitting. Wow. This seems incredibly tough. Incredibly tough. 1, 2, 3, 4. So row is out. 1, 2, 3. This one hits here, so we absorb 2 of that damage. So only take 2. Excuse me a moment. I'm having a hot flush. Opening my door as well. So row is out for now. And then the pink Kobold Guard will move in to Drudar and do the same thing as well. Blue Rush. And hits here, which also does 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. But Drudar has his Hardy, which gives him back 1 life. So I'm just going to have to do a bit of looking because I need to just reference the where is it? Where is it? Oh, come on. Where are you? KO'd. When an exile has 0 in combat, they are KO'd. Place a mention on the side. KOs exist. KOs cannot. KOs, blah blah blah. Foes and other exiles might end the movement on KOs. Once per combat, when you start your turn KO'd, you may surge. Place a wear token on your exile's portrait. Stand up. Stand your miniature upright. You may take actions as normal, ignoring your KO'd status until the end of your turn. If you still have 0 HP, at the end of your turn, you return to being KO'd. If you gain 1 or more during your stay standing as normal, each exile will only surge once per combat, regardless of any healing. Surge wear tokens are removed at the end of combat. Okay, so it's just saying that I'm deed. So I think it is Rose's turn. And I think I'm going to use my large boon right now, because I think it's just the best time to do it, because we're both so low on health. Free action, usable by any exile. All exiles fully restore health. SP. MP. And armor. So particularly for Drudar, this is good news. Okay. So now it's, can you believe this is Rose's first turn? So I'm going to mark this Kobold Guard. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to mark this one. And I'm going to attack that one with my notched knife. And I'm going to use Snake Strike. Make a basic hunting knife attack. So this is dexterity. So I'm attacking the blue one. And I get 19. So that goes up to 25. So I do a full... which is actually quite rubbish. But I will hit it here. And then I can spend 1 SP to do 1 damage to the foe. So I will hit that shield. And then I will do the same again. Oh, and I can either gain 1 combo, which I will do. And then I will do the notch knife attack again. Fuck this. And I miss. Great. And I will use my free action to do a move, which I'm not going to move, but I've used it. That is just awful. I was going to take that one out. Okay. Brutes. So the brutes are doing a 0 attack. So Kobold God 3 is doing an impale. And it can only attack 1. It's going to attack. It's going to attack the closest target, but they're both close. So we can decide. So let's have it attack Drudar. So with a grey dice, impale, and it hits the top. So we can actually it's impale 3. So we take 1 wear in that spot, which will use the shield. And then we take 3 damage. So we can take another 2 and take the 1 extra damage. And we have, when your shield absorbs any damage, make a basic attack versus the foe that caused the damage if they are in range. And the blue one is in range. So we will do a basic strength attack on our notch sword. That's 16. So we do 2 damage from the right. So we will hit that one. And Ro can now use their mark. Any damage, we spend 1 SP. And we do 1 extra damage. So it kills them. So the blue one is dead. And then the pink Kobold Guard will also do an impale, and it will also target Drudar. So we will roll our grey die, and we hit here. They hit here. So impale does 1 to that, and 3 damage goes through. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. So that's their turned on. So it's Drudar to go. So for his minor action, he's going to use his potion, which gives him 3, 1, 2, 3 health. And I think he'll just attack. I kind of want to move, but we get 10, so that's up to 16. So we do 2 damage. So what is best? Let's do 2 damage at the top. And now I think we will do that again. 7, so that's 13. So again, we can do the same. So yeah, let's do 1, 2. Okay. Ooh. So we have aching poison. Ugh. The poison from the Gantris quill caused through your veins. Surely someone must know of a cure. Active player checks endurance. So the active player is now Row because it's threat time, and that's the start of the round. So they check endurance. Ooh. We got 20. 25. If we roll a 20 during combat, let's look at lucky charm. When you roll a natural 20 in combat, plus 7 instead of the normal 2. Well, we're in combat. Then draw again. So they get 1 threat. So it is Row's turn. Hum. I think I've got to use my notch knife, really. I can. I really want to help. No, I don't need to. I'm just going to check limit break. I mean, I think I will use Limit Break to give Drudar a free spin attack action. So he can attack this pink Kobold Guard. And he got 15, which goes up to 21, which means he can do 3 hits from the right. So he can do 1, 2, 3, and that hits a critical point. So takes that one out as well. And I think he's going to move. One, 2, 3. Oh. Hold on. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm only thinking I just want to get away from 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and I know I have to take because of the focus on me. I've moved away from that one, so I have to take 2. Where? So I'll do that. But then I get 1 combo for that movement. Sorry, and I've spent 1 SP because I get an extra move. So that's why I can move 6, because I got Sure as a Goat. I move through difficult borders, and when I pay SP to move, I increase my move by 1. And then I'm going to do a ranged attack with no, I'm not gonna do ranged attack first. I'm gonna do a notch knife attack. basic hunting knife attack on this brown cobalt burrout. I get 13, which goes up to 18. So I can do 2 damage, which I will do from down here. 1, 2, and I hit a critical point. So that hits those 2. And snake strike. Make a binding attack, then gain 1 or pay 1 to move 2. So I will gain another 1. And excuse me for my coughing. Ooh, it's so tricky. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, I will do. Another notch knife attack on this one. Oh, I really want to be able to take that kobold guard out next turn. But I'll do a notch knife attack on this one. So I got 4. So that goes up to 9. So I just do 1 hit from the bottom somewhere. So let's hit that one. And then I can move away. No, I'll get another combo. So, on to Drudar's turn. It's boss or 1, so it's just Drudar to go. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use Cleave. So I spend 1 MP and I do 2 damage from the bottom. Oops. 2 damage from the bottom left. So I will hit here. Here and here. which gives them 2 threats. And then 1 from the top left down, so I can hit that one. And then I will do a normal attack. So I get 7. That's all I need to hit the last spot and take them out. And then I have a minor action. And I think I will move 1, 2, 3, and then I'll spend 1 SP to go for 5. Is that a good idea? These two. Is that a good idea? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe not. Maybe I should move up this way. I might be better just staying where I am, actually. They're going to do Poison Bird +2. So it's going to be a 3. Yeah, I need to... at least I'm keeping apart. So if they go next, their shrapnel won't go off. Is there anything else? No. So it's boss +2, so they're up to 6 threats, so they could get a free attack. It's Drudar, so Rota go. So let's see if we can kill this chap. So I think arrows would work here. But I don't think I can kill it outright. Let's move away. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll do 1 practice short bow. Get 19, which goes up to 24. So I do 2 hits from the top. I take that. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's right. Take that shield out and do 1 damage there. Actually, you know what? I'll spend 1 SP to move away. So I'm 5 away. And I'll use 1 of these instead to do that damage. And then with my last action, I will use this broadhead to attack again. I get 14, which goes up to 19, so I do the 2 damage again. And I'll hit these 2. That hits their weak points, but their Poison Bird versus attack if in range they have a range of 4, and I am 5 away. So they do not have a range. And they flee too. Well, with fleeing, I wonder. I think they flee from the one that attacked them. Flee. This keyword is in means the foe moves away from the target by X. Yeah. 1, 2. Ooh, they've got 1 left. Boss or 2. So they get a free action at this point. So they're both mob. So they will spend 3, 1, 2, 3, and do their impale +2, which is going to be targeted at the most. So they can't attack both of them. So they will instead both attack Drudar. So the green one will go first. We'll move 6, 1, 2, and we'll impale +2. So that's 1 week, which I'll put on these, and then 5 attack with the grey dice, and that's here. So that absorbs 1 damage, and they do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. And then the pink Kobold Guard, no, sorry, the brown Kobold Burrite will do the same, and will attack with grey dice and do 1 week. So we'll put that on this leather pauldron. Whoops. And it hits the top. So this time we can absorb 1, 2, 3, 4 with the shield, and we get, when your shield absorbs any damage, +1. And when your shield absorbs any damage, make a basic attack versus the foe that caused the damage if they are in range. And this brown one certainly is in range, so we get to do a notched sword attack. We get 3, that's fine, because it goes up to 9, and we do 1 damage to it here, which kills it. So now it is Trudar's go. And I will do this spin attack. It looks like it should be good, but I never have, like, I could have done it actually, couldn't I? Oh no, because I just killed it. I'll do a smite. Oh, so I rolled 20. So we get 2. Oh, smite costs 3. 1, 2, 3. We get 1, 2 back for rolling a 20. So we can do the whole thing. So we can hit here. Here and here. Oh, actually, it only cost 1, didn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to do another smite. Maybe not. Notch sword. Get 18, so that's over 20, so we get to do the 3 damage. We'll do that at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to move, and I'm going to move and spend an SP, so I'm going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Oh, I don't know. They're going to... Oh, it's so difficult. I don't want him to die. This is the thing. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with it. Okay. That's the end of my turn. Mob. Yeah. So, spending 3. And I'm moving 6. He's moving 6, I should say. And they're targeting the furthest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're actually going to target Row, which is probably a good thing. So poison burr +2. So we're rolling the red die. So that hits in the middle, which they have no protection at all. So that's 3, 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then shrapnel deal blue damage +3 to a different exile. And that hits there where there's no 1, 2, 3. Goodness me. This has been a really, 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 really tough battle. So now it's Trudar to go. Like, surprisingly tough. And it is not over yet. So I'm going to use my minor action. To move. Oh, this is so tricky. Tricky. Been super surprised how tricky this is. I thought I was just going to pop up here and like. They are level 5 though, and I'm level 5. I keep thinking I'm level 6, but it's just annoying because I can't quite take this one out on this turn. And Drudar is about to die. But he has got, he can surge, so. So I've got to move. I'm going to move here. And I'm going to attack with a notch knife. And I roll a 9, which goes up to 15. So I can do 2 hits with that. So I'll hit there. Do you know what? I could have moved better than that. I could do 1, 2, 3, and then spend 1 SP to go 1, 2. And then at least we're out of range of each other. And then I'm going to use this other action to actually heal myself by 2. Brute or the number in the party. Okay, cool. So, Drudar. So we will do a normal attack. 17. So we do hit. Here. And here. And we do. Oh, God. Actually, I'm taking that back. I'm taking that back. we could do this better. We could actually do a smite. So I'm going to say I rolled that because I rolled that 17, so it does the whole thing. So it does 1 from the top, boop, and then goes down and does 2 underneath. And so I kill it. Boy, oh boy. That was hard. Okay, so we have killed them. Just. I mean, how we would have done that without the boom. Okay, so let's look at what we get for this. So I'm going to actually be able to upgrade, which is pretty cool. So we get 2 XP and 2 XP. So, let me show you. 2 XP and 2 XP. And 2 XP and 2 XP. So we now have over 20 XP, and 20 is the next one. And then let's do this, and special medium 42 goes to B. So, empty port. The kobolds flee with a cargo ship set sail as the stragglers jump and swim to catch up. In a moment, the cavern is quiet. Water swirls underneath the small dock. So we have... Ooh, okay. We have a stone path box, key 18, and event 102. And then we also get to roll a die. This. We get 19, so we get 2k. And that's that. So let's go and investigate. So let's go to key 18. Ooh, dusty map. A hand-drawn map on an old, dusty piece of parchment. The right side are written some illegible but clearly meaningful runes. And I have codes for those runes. And I also have another map, don't I? Yeah. Let's just check keywords. No. So I can translate this. B L Ble I really should write this down, shouldn't I? Fort Exmoor. key 18. Bleeding. Hell. Sorry, I was just looking at the trigger text is on the artwork. Sorry, distracted. How? Oh no, he. Heal. Oh my god, concentrate. Heart. Hearts. Bleeding hearts. The trigger text is on the artwork. Oh. And here's we've got the stick with carvings, which has the same text as well. The trigger text is on the artwork. Interesting. Must remember that. Okay. Let's go to the event 102. You look out the cave mouth towards the river and catch a glimpse of the last ship. On board is a large man, white hair flowing in the wind. He glares at you, as if taking note of your appearance, then signals the kobolds. Kobolds row against the current, making slow headway. The man's gaze never leaves you until the small craft makes its way out of sight. Gain key 28. Oh. When asked to gain key 28 at a different location, then key 28B. So we get key 28B. As the boat sails out towards deep water, the mountainous form of the leader turns to look back at you. You notice he's wearing a leather eye patch. When you gain this card, NPC 1362B. small 63 to be. Wow. Things are happening, and travel 64 is discarded. That's travel 64. The old beggar, yes. Something's going on there. Keep this card in the party inventory until you find a card with the exact text leather wrapped eye patch. Okay. So we key 92. Key 92. That is out of the game. If you have Squill 17, I don't know if I have Squill 17. I haven't had any Squills for ages. No, I do not. Job 43. In addition, if you have key 28, yes, I do. Add job 28. So job. Then get rid of this card. It's the man with the eye patch who's sailing across up towards the area we haven't explored yet. So let's go to the path chest. So we need to draw from our path 2 boxes. Oops. So here we have the path 2 box. So path of valor. Oops. So let's draw. I don't know. I always feel like I should draw the big ones, but then you just don't know, do you? You don't know what you're going to get. Ooh. Ooh, a thigh. So we have a dented kite shield. Which is cool, but I don't think we can replace it yet because they have wear on them. Okay, and then Path of Wandering. A Battered Vembrus. So that can replace these two things. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. There you go. And that is that. So we can now go out of here. So I'm going to do my usual thing. I really thought I would get more done. But that fight was hard. So they will go back. We will go back up here. To here. And back out. So I'll just put those over there. When we're out of combat, yeah, I love the fact we got both all foes cards at the start. That was not ideal. I'm separating them and then shuffling, so they'll be back together. Okay, so we are back at Fort Exmoor. Well, we've been there for a long time, let's face it. And I'm going back to Birth, I'm afraid. I think that is probably me for today. We will travel. Tell me, Rumbles, you enjoy your travels. We will go across the field. It's difficult to find your way. Spend 1 SP. And back to the Birth. Oh, sorry, we need to travel along the road, of course. That's easy, we pass through. And we get back to the guilds. Excuse me. And we'll do some... Oh, we can level up. Okay, well, I should level up, really, shouldn't I? So, let's go through leveling up. Ooh, crumbs. Sorry about that. So, when we level up, let me show you if you haven't seen this before. I have the sheets for leveling up on here. So we'll start with Drudar. So as you might be able to see, oh well, zoom in a bit. Oh, come on. Huh. Okay. So we are going to level 6. So we have to spend 20 XP. So, Drudar, let me show you, has 21 XP. So we will spend 20. Just put this over here. And we'll have 1 left. And then we go up to level 6. We'll just take that out, swap it around. We're level 6. And we mark 1 box in HP, MP, or SP and adjust it on our player mat. So, we could go HP from 9 to 11, MP from 4 to 5, SP would stay the same. So there's no point in doing SP. The biggest jump would be HP, and honestly, Drudar needs HP more than anything else. His next one is 2 as well, but we skip over, so we just mark the next L. So we're going to get 2, so I think we should get HP. That's most important for Drudar. So on his board, we move the marker up, and when we go up a level, like every other game like this, we get full HP, SP, and MP. And then also we can move up on 1 attribute level. Now, last time we moved up strength, so there's no point in doing that again because we don't only move up 1. The other one that is important to Drudar is endurance, but we also we can learn a new skill. Now, we have to learn a skill, have all the skills before learnt that the arrows indicate. So this one, for example, cross slash, we couldn't learn this because we haven't learned this one. We can't learn warning because we haven't learned field repairs. We could now learn proud iron guard. And if we flip this over, this is an ongoing. So proud, we get +1 combo after a basic attack. And iron guard, we get +1 on shields. I don't know what this symbol means. So what we can do is, there are always cards for these. So we look through here, proud and iron guard. It says, while the marker is on proud, you gain +1 after you make a basic attack. While the marker is on iron, +1 to your shield's defense. At the start of your turn, move the marker to either proud or iron, so we can move it backwards and forwards. So that's pretty straightforward. So we could get that. I have to say, this attack for Drudar, focused. Yeah, I guess. I hardly ever use it, and I may use it. But I always have a lot of wear. But I don't love that skill. I can't get this yet, but what is it? Attack any one foe with one pattern, then any one foe with the other pattern. So this is like spin attack. Discipline. You may pay that might be quite useful. I might get Proud Iron Guard, you know. To master it, as a reaction, when your shield absorbs some but not all of the damage from an attack. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this one. So, the reason I was looking at that was just to see if it would make a difference to what we're going to select here. And I don't think it really does. The one I should go for is Endurance because well, I was going to say Endurance because of these, but actually I don't really use those very much. So I think I'm just going to increase strength, even though it's just by 1. So, strength. We'll go up to 7. And then I will get Proud Guard and replace Spin Attack for now, just so I can at least master it. And there we go. That is Trudar, sorry, upgraded. And then we'll look at Row. So let's go over to Row. And also I should say, when we learn a skill, before it's mastered, put a little thing in there to say it's not yet mastered. Okay, so Row. So 20 XP. Got one left. So doing level 20. I don't think I did that for... No. And then for Row, all his stats will go back. So HP would go from 8 to 10, MP would go from 5 to 6, and SP would go from 5 to 6. So actually, I think it might be a good idea to put his HP up as well. That's the biggest jump. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. So his HP goes to 10. And then his attributes. He has endurance and dexterity, particularly. Endurance would go from 5 to 7. So I think I will do that. So endurance goes to 7. Oh, and we have to move into level 6. Okay, so that is that done, and when we just have to look at skills for Row. Right, so with Row, we can't get Harpoon Arrow. We could get Flashing Steel. Flashing Steel is 2 combo. Reaction. After being attacked, make a basic hunting knife attack. You may pay 1 SP to move 2. Well, that would be pretty good. And to master it, as a reaction after being attacked for the 3rd time in 1 combat. Wow. 3rd time in 1 combat. Okay, that's not too bad. I do use Snake Strike. Poultice is quite good to have also. Mark I use as well. Pathfinding I haven't used that much, so I think I might just retire that for now and get Flashing Steel. And then we just have to indicate that one as well. So there we go. And that is it for leveling up. So then, what we need to do Change active skills from among your learned skills. You may pay to unlearn your current skills and learn new ones. That's interesting. I don't think I'll do that at the moment. So let's the Exiles Market, pay 1k to add 1 to all fully empty potion knapsacks items for the whole party. The smithy, we can pay 1k to remove 5 ware. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll pay another 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to repair 5 again. And let's sell some things as well. So, oh, I just did all that, didn't I? So I can sell this shield for 1k. I'll just put it. Oh, I have these things. So that's been sold for 1. So I go back to 10. I'll sell these 2, I think. Yeah. For 2k. I will sell. I'm not going to sell that cloak. I'm going to put this new shield in for Drudar. I'm going to sell this knife for 1k. And I think that's it. Yes. So all those go out. And then we will rest. So we draw a day card. And the day card, oops, hello. The day card says, there's no escape for the heat of the sunshine. Bugs buzz in the air and birds chirrup from the trees as you would venture forth. First time this card is drawn, add travel 38 to the bottom of the travel discard pile. Yeah, so it is. So travel 38. The bottom of the discard pile. If the day deck is empty when you need to draw, no, it wasn't empty, so that goes there. And that is it. It is... Oh, not quite. Whole party replenishes everything, and travel deck. Shuffle the travel deck and refresh tokens, but we don't need to refresh tokens. So there we go. And that is where I will leave this today. Ooh, what a fight that was. I'm sure I could have played it better. It was tough. Level 5. But now I'm level 6. Rowan Drudar are a little stronger. Little more HP. Last a little longer. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Oh, yeah, phew. Absolutely. Gabriel Mallet. Thanks so much for watching. Please, 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 please like this live stream. If you're watching it after, please like it. Please leave a comment below. It really helps me out. And I will see you in the next live stream. Okay, guys. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.